What's going on, everybody? Welcome back inside the Janitor's Closet. Josh, Frey-Sam, Bryce Hunt, and Bryce, we have made it. MLB regular season. We are here. It has arrived. Well, as of Wednesday, of course, it will have arrived. We're looking forward to another big season here on the Diamond. Bryce, you had a nice year last year, 65 and 34 for nearly 33 units in the green, and now we have a double dip on tap for the folks here for our opening days, Wednesday and Thursday, which would be March 25th and 26th on the calendar. We have 3 plays in total. Bryce, before we get into things, let's just check in with you real quick, man. I know that we've got the model fired up, ready and running. How are you feeling about things? What did you see? And talk to us about opening day here.
Oh, it's Christmas morning for me, man. You know that. Yeah, with regards to the model, lot of changes this year. We'll see how those go for us. Hopefully, they do well. Our model's been good to us, plus 40 units the last 2 years. Added in some projections into the mix, added in some park factors. Still kind of tweaking with it, so we're gonna see kind of how it opens up with us here. I've been tweaking with it as early as this morning and this afternoon. So we'll see. We're going to open it up light with 1 unit plays probably, and hopefully take the lid off this thing as the summer continues here.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. I'm a bit under the weather, as you guys can probably hear, but nothing will make me better than going 3-0 and putting the sunglasses
Mm,
on here really early. Get
mm.
this show started, Bryce. Let's do it here. Really quick, folks, before we give you guys the plays for Wednesday and Thursday to kick off our MLB season. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind doing the fellas a favor, and make sure we have a link to sign up for our newsletter. Bryce is going to be all summer. We've got 162 times, what is it, 30? What's the number for that? I don't know how many.
Lots.
Lot. We have a lot of baseball games to get through this summer. Bryce is going to be firing off plays on our
Mm.
newsletter, so be sure that is the quickest way to get the plays that we are playing every single day and throughout the weeks and coming months. And be sure to give us a follow on X at TJC Bets. And as a one final piece of housekeeping, we have a futures bet episode that Bryce has already given us plays here for the long haul this year, and we did quite well on those last year, over 18 units in the green. So be sure to head over to our channel, check out the futures bet episode, sit back, open up the sports book, and get your futures bets in, because hopefully we'll be making some extra money, a little icing on the cake once October rolls around. Pardon me. Bryce, enough of me talking. We got a double dip here. Wednesday, we are starting Wednesday, March 25th. And Bryce, one of my favorite things about opening day here is we get to see the number ones. We get to see the aces here for all these teams. And well, we got a matchup here that I absolutely love. We got a couple of really good ones here as the New York Yankees are traveling out west to Oracle Park to take on the San Francisco Giants. What do we got here?
Yeah, well, on a short note, one of the things I envy about you is with these football bets is having the whole week to prepare for this. So you mentioned with those aces running wild to open up the season. That's kind of where I like to get in my bag. I could really do some more in-depth research. I've been researching these games for a couple weeks now. The lines are coming out. We could start to pick and play which plays that we want to tackle, and we are going to start with game one. Hope you have your Netflix subscription, folks, because the Yankees and Giants. We're going to try, anywhere we can pinch pennies. I mean, the NFL has been doing this forever, but I'm more of a traditional. I like everybody opening up the season at the same day, same time.
Agreed.
But nonetheless, we'll get one game out of the way on Wednesday, and we're going to have some action in it. First five, these are pretty much our bets. If you're new to this channel, we are going to primarily be doing first five bets. We're going to have some nerfies, some no run first innings sprinkled in. Those are going to be on X, maybe in the newsletter as well. Those plays, they usually don't come out until morning of. So tough to get a YouTube video up for them. But these first five plays are primarily going to be what's coming out on YouTube. And that's where we're going to start with the first 5 innings over 3.5 runs for the Yankees and Giants on Wednesday night, Josh. We got Max Fried and Logan Webb. You mentioned two of the aces there. This is a big game. This is a fun game. Two teams that don't play each other all that much.
Mm.
Um, some of the numbers here that jumped out on the model. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Cody Bellinger grading out well against Logan Webb, and Elio Ramos and Matt Chapman graded out well against left-handed pitching specifically. But as you dive deeper into some of these stats, Aaron Judge has 2 career home runs off of Logan Webb in a few at bats. Ryan McMahon, formerly of the Colorado Rockies, obviously got to see Logan Webb quite a bit in their NL West battles there. He has some really nice career numbers. Should expect him to be in the lineup tomorrow night. And then on the flip side of that, Luis Arraez and Rafael Devers both have really nice numbers against Max Fried for their careers, despite the lefty-lefty matchup there. So even though Fried, a lefty, primarily a pitcher's park, we're going to be pumping the short line here, 3.5 for the over to open us off for 1 unit. All 3 of these plays I should mention are going to be for 1 unit today.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually forgot for a split second there that Devers was over there in San Fran now. That'll be something for me to get used to. And you mentioned, Bryce, you like having all the games on one slate to open things up, and at least we don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn to watch games over in Japan this year, right? So that's at least one positive that we can take away from things. All right, we got our play for Wednesday. The first game, we have our hands in the very first game of the season. Now let's move over to Thursday's slate here, March 26th. And Bryce, we got 2 plays on this one. 2 teams who fell well short of the playoffs a year ago and are hoping for better fortunes this year. We are going out to Oriole Park as the Minnesota Twins are traveling out to Baltimore. What do we got?
Yeah, you mentioned the playoff app implications. I think the Baltimore Orioles are going to be in a really, really nice spot. The more I look at that lineup, if they can figure out their bullpen, I think that that's a team that could be, pushing for an AL East banner. Minnesota Twins, not so much, but we move on with that. Again, another play. You're going to see a theme here, Josh. We're going to have the over first 5 innings. This run line is going to be at 4.5. So we're going to do 5 runs in the first 5 innings of this game. Joe Ryan and Trevor Rogers are going to be your pitchers in this one. Joe Ryan, we know, one of the best fastballs in the league. But during the spring, he was dealing with some back inflammation, which led him to miss the World Baseball Classic. His velocity was down on that fastball around 92 miles per hour in his last 2 spring starts. With the back inflammation, I worry about his command coming out of the gates here. And this Orioles lineup, I mean, my goodness, Josh, this was already, a lineup that won the AL East in 2023, has all the potential in the world. Now you're going to go add a guy in Pete Alonso who can pop a homer at any point in time. And they also traded for Taylor Ward, who is one of the more underrated bats, in my opinion. Add that with Gunnar Henderson, maybe a bounce back year from Adley Rutschman. If you're not at your best, I mean, Joe Ryan, we know the fastball shape sitting at the top of the zone. If that's at 92, I mean, that could be a tough situation if he misses his spot. On the flip side of that, Trevor Rogers, Minnesota Twins, Josh, they were actually pretty surprisingly average against left-handed pitching last year. I believe they were 13th in the league in OPS plus. So no slouch. I mean, Luke Keyshaw looks like a potential breakout candidate. So a lot of guys in the Minnesota lineup that, we just need to push a couple runs across here, and hopefully Baltimore can push us over 4.5 runs for the first 5 innings here. For our second play, 1 unit as well.
All right, love cheering for runs. I got no problem with that. Let's head out to NL West action here. We got a duel here between a couple of divisional foes. World Series champs are taking a trip. They're heading on the road to start the year, Bryce, here, taking a trip to the desert. Chase Field is where the action is at here, and we got the Dodgers taking a trip over to Arizona. What do we got here for this play?
Believe this game's actually in Dodger
Is it? I thought they're
Stadium.
on the road. I got that wrong?
Could be. Could be. I mean, it doesn't matter, to be honest with you.
They
I
are
do
at
think
there.
it's in
That's on
Dodger.
me. That's on me. I
Sure.
I thought I
You're
thought
good.
they were in Arizona this year. That's on
Hey,
me.
spring training for everyone. We still
They
got one more day of spring training, so
they're gonna
you're
unveil
chilling
that
with that.
banner, I guess. They'll unveil the banner night, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're gonna have the champs defending, raising that banner that we got to watch as Canadians. Kind of hurt us a little bit, but well deserved. One of the best teams in the midst of a dynasty. And guess what, Josh? They added to that with probably the 2 best free agents in the class, Edwin Diaz and Kyle Tucker. Tucker, we're hoping can help us out in our play here. First 5, we're going another over, Josh. So 3 overs That's a fun way to start the season. Uh,
There is.
4.5. Looking at some of these lines, we might be able to get 3.5 at one of these books, but it looks like it's going to be over 4.5 runs for the first 5 innings here between the D-backs and the Dodgers. Zach Gallen and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Um, Josh, I mean, we know what the Dodgers lineup's capable of doing. It's actually a trend on this channel. The Dodgers have killed us.
Sure have.
They've been blacklisted, I think, 4 times in 2 years potentially.
At
So
least.
we're here for reconciliation. We're going to give them another shot. We're going to need them to score some runs here. And if you look at the career numbers against Zach Gallen for this entire Dodgers lineup, it's pretty laughable. So we're going to need them to stay hot. They know what this guy has. They've done in their careers. We're going to need them to keep doing it. And on the other end, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I mean, this D-backs lineup is nothing to sniff at with Geraldo Perdomo, Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte. They bring in Nolan Arenado. Gabriel Moreno is a guy we know has all the potential in the world. So we're just hoping, Yoshinobu Yamamoto's pitched a ton the last, 12 to 16 months. I mean, this guy's been pitching his brain out for ever, it feels like. And then he goes and dominates in the WBC, shows a little bit of human nature in the WBC for once. So maybe we get a little fatigued. Maybe they only let him go 3-4 innings in this one. We get into the bullpen a little bit early. We were able to scratch a couple across, but this is again like the Baltimore play. We're hoping that the Dodgers can take us through this one. Over 4.5. First 5 innings. Dodgers D-backs, 1 unit to close us out.
Yeah, Dodgers could get this done on their own. We'll see how this one shakes out. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us on our opening day slate, our opening day plays. Just to recap really quick, we got the Yankees and Giants over 3.5 for 1 unit. Once again, these are all first 5 plays. And then we going on to the Thursday slate. Minnesota Twinnies are traveling to Baltimore. First 5 over 4.5 for 1 unit. And then we are wrapping up with the D-backs and the Dodgers, defending champs. First 5 over 4.5 for 1 unit. We have 1 unit plays across the board. We've got overs across the board. I like a pitcher duel as much as the next guy, Bryce, but I also like cheering for runs as well to open things up. So I'm looking forward to this double dip that we have here. We've got plays. Baseball is back. I'm fired up. I know you are, man. Let's have ourselves a season here, and we will see the folks once again very soon.
Let's get him, man. Let's do it.
All right, folks. Thank you very much. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, newsletter, TJC Bets on X, all of that, folks. We'll see you guys next time.